Today I have a weird question for you. The question is, does darkness actually exist? Keep watching to find out what I think about this and how this actually relates to you completely demolishing the fear of being on camera. Okay, keep watching. There's nothing wrong with the screen. It is supposed to be black. I want you to do something a little bit different today. I want you to imagine you are in a black room. Just to make sure that you know I'm still here. I'm still here. Just imagine you're in a black room. Can't see anything. There's no windows. There's no light coming in. It's completely black. Now the question I have for you is, does darkness exist? Does it exist? When you look at this black screen here, what do you think? Guys, in the comments area, do you think darkness actually exists? I know it's kind of a weird question, but stick with me because I'm going to share with you the importance of getting this and how it's going to demolish fear for you once and for all. Whether it's being on camera, whether it's public speaking, whether it's chatting up a girlfriend, or if you're a girl, boyfriend, or whatever your interests are. Answer this question for me. Does darkness actually exist? All right. Let's see. Screen went black for me. Yes, it's supposed to be black. Wagner's clan. Let's see. WWE News and Rumor says yes, it does exist. Wagner's clan says also no audio. I don't know what is happening. Oh, you should be having audio. You guys can see and hear me. I mean, screen goes black. You can still hear me, right? You should be able to. Okay, I'm not sure, says Daniel. Okay, right. It's supposed to be black, guys. It's part of my little trick here today. So, what do you think? Okay, everybody can hear me and see me now. But when the screen's black like this, it's supposed to be black. Okay, interesting comment there from Darren. Okay, so does darkness exist? So I don't think, I actually agree with Darren. So let's say this out. So I don't think darkness actually exists. It is purely the absence of light. Just like Darren is saying. Actually, Darren, you were on my call. You're on my talk on stage when I was on stage when I mentioned this. So you had a bit of inside knowledge there. War Productions, interesting, says yes, darkness does exist, but it is how darkness is perceived, how it's perceived. All right. So yeah, okay. So all sorts of different ideas here and thoughts. So let's play with this idea now. Let's play with the idea that darkness doesn't actually exist and that it's just the absence of light. And let me prove it to you. If you're in a dark room, how do you get rid of the darkness? You look for a little switch on the wall and you flick the switch and instantly the darkness disappears. Okay? So boom. Okay, you've killed darkness with the light. Now you try and do that on a sunny day outside. It's sunshine and you looking for a switch somewhere and you're trying to turn off the light. You're trying to kill the light with darkness. Can you do it? Can you kill light with darkness? I don't think so. I haven't, unless it's maybe a black hole, I don't know. But as far as I can tell, you can kill darkness with light, but you can't kill light with darkness. So that would indicate to me, to sort of point towards the idea that darkness doesn't actually exist. It is just the absence of something else. I learned this sort of thing, this principle, many, many years ago from a guy called Thomas Troward. He's not around anymore, but he wrote some pretty interesting essays on this sort of topic. And he talked about principle and non-principle. So principle are the things that actually exists, and non-principles are the things that don't actually exist. So, for example, light and darkness. I can't think of any other ones, like lots of them around at the moment. And I don't want to get into the fear one just yet. So there's these seemingly perceived opposite poles that we always perceive in life, like light and darkness. But in actual fact, there's only the thing or the not thing. It either is or it not is, or it is not. I know it's a bit philosophical here, but stick with me. So, when you think about a thing like fear, it is also one of those things where there's two poles. There's this perceived thing that we call fear, and I don't think it actually exists other than inside our minds. So let me ask you this, for example. Can you see fear anywhere? Can you see fear? Can you touch fear? Is it an actual thing, or is it only a figment of our imaginations? Is it only a perception? So I would say that fear is a bit like darkness. It doesn't actually exist. And that there is something else that does exist that you can use for dissolving or killing or turning off fear. Almost like, remember the switch that I talked about in the dark room? Maybe there's a switch to fear that you can turn on that will completely dissolve it. And I wonder if you guys know in the comments area what this might be. What is the switch? What is the switch for turning off fear? Just like it can completely destroy darkness with light, what is the light when it comes to fear? Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments area. Okay, so let's just see some other comments here from you guys before I will see those ones. Okay, so we had a few. So Darren got this right: darkness, the absence of light. But Darren, you're cheating because you were in the room with me when I talked about that on stage. So good on you. Okay, cool. You can still hear me. Good. Darkness does exist, but it's only perceived from War Productions. The audio thing, occasionally I lose sound from you, Gideon, and I have to refresh the screen. Not sure if that's only me. Always happens at least twice during your live streams. It could just be the live stream, Zoe. Stop reading the comments until you're done. I'm almost done. Okay. Wagner's clan saying darkness is taken as many different things. Indeed, Wagner's. I'll come back later and please tell me the summary. No worries. Wagner's clan's motivation and courage depending on what you need. The outcome. I am ashamed. Why are you ashamed? Don't worry, Darren. It's all good. It's another deep question. Okay, yes. So actually, Wagner's clan had a very good answer there. Motivation and courage, depending on what you need. So for me, the light switch, when it comes to turning off fear, is courage. So it's feeling the fear and then turning that internal flick of courage on inside your head and going ahead and doing it anyway. Realizing that fear doesn't actually exist, just a figment of imagination, and using your will and your mind and the strength of your personality to turn courage on, which completely dissolves fear. And you get better at this the more and more you do this. So every time you get in front of the camera or you get in front of a stage with a big audience or something like that, and you start feeling that fear, realize that it's just the opposite pole of something else that is the real thing. And all you got to do is just realize that, flick on the courage switch, demolish the fear. Boom. And then all of a sudden, you'll be able to relax and chill out in front of the camera and realize that this whole fear thing didn't even exist to start off with. Guys, that's my video for today. Just a quick and short one. Let's jump in onto the Q&A, the live Q&A. Now, if you're watching this as a replay, make sure you join us live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time during the week, Monday to Thursday. And we do live Q&A sessions then. So I only do them during the live sessions. You can't watch it during the replay. Also, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe and make sure you share this with anybody that you think will find this useful. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll talk to you inside the comments area. Bye-bye.